Hey there, Leo. Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe. And give me just a minute while I shuffle your cards up. I gotta mix those last reading cards up real good so they don't end up on the top of the deck again. Alright, so we've got Valentine's Day coming up next couple days, and the weather's going to get really, really cold if it hasn't already in your neighborhood. So we've got that, and let's see. All right, Leo. Leo. Let me do a quick little shuffle for you. Leo, so for your first card, we've got the Seven of Swords, and we've got the Mother of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords, which is heartache, and we've got the Two of Wands, which is all about love, normally. Two people in love. Alright, so that's your final outcome. Alright, so this is a little bit different than the readings that I normally do. It has a little bit different. This isn't based on tarot. It's based on archetypes. Of course, it is basically lined up just like the tarot cards, but archetypes are, it's almost similar to stereotypes, but not exactly. It's more based on truth. So so archetypes are basically like, so there's this man named Carl Jung, and he studied psychology, and he believes that people have a collective consciousness, so especially in the dream world, and that when he was studying, he found that a lot of people dream the exact same symbols in their dreams over and over. And so when he went to different countries, he noticed that these same symbols show up even in other countries. And that made him believe that there's some type of collective consciousness that we all have. So that is what this deck is based off of. And so let's take a quick look and see what it says here about the Seven of Swords. So basically this has to do with someone who's holding information back from you. Or you could be holding information back from someone else. Okay, so here's your card. I'm going to sit it right here so you can see it. I meant to show you the front of the deck right here. But here's the card. It's got a little fox. And you can't really see it, but the fox is sitting on a sword. And then he's got all his other swords hanging up on the wall. So it says 6 swords hang in plain view, while the 7th sword is tucked under the sly fox's tail. So goes the story of the Seven of Swords. A secret is being kept. You're either the keeper of the secret or the one that's being kept from. And it's about time to identify which. Deceit and avoidance linger in the air. Face the cause of secrecy or risk ostracizing yourself. Okay, so you may be dealing with something that you're not 100% certain about. And for your Mother of Swords, This is also about kind of like someone who, let me take a look. Let me just make sure. I don't want to assume. Okay, so swords are associated with Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So you must be dealing with someone who's one of these signs a lot, because your first three cards are swords. And the Mother of Swords says, hold on, I'm almost there. Alright, here's the card from the book. I'm going to put the other card right here so you can see it. Alright, so your Mother of Swords is, you'll often find the Mother of Swords putting her sharp perceptions to use as a therapist, doctor, or teacher. She's extremely experienced and knowledgeable in her field. Some think of her as an all-seeing. The card can sometimes represent a woman going through a difficult time. She may be recently widowed or divorced, and usually without children. During this time, there's potential for her criticism to soar. Alright, so if you're dealing with someone who's criticizing you, just know that that's just the first step in like a huge narcissistic pattern. Alright, so whether you're the one who's receiving the criticism or putting it out, just be careful that you're not, you know, keep on throwing a couple sticks on the fire and keeping the fire going, okay? So, we'll talk about that a little bit more later, okay? Let's see what else these cards hold for you. Okay, so normally in the traditional tarot deck, this one has a heart right here with 3 swords through it. So this is definitely about broken heart, the 3 of swords. And typically I would say that I'm going to take these swords out of you. We're going to take these swords right out of your back, okay? Right out of your heart. We're going to remove them. Alright, so first you got to figure out where this... Hold on, we're almost there. I'm going in the wrong direction. Okay, so 3 of Swords. I like how it's got the 3 little things at the top here tell you what the people are about, okay? Betrayal, heartbreak, or turmoil. Alright, so I hope that's not what you're feeling right now before Valentine's Day. I'm praying that that's not what you're going through. But if it is, or if it's not, you know, somebody close to you who is a Swords might, you know, who is an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini might be feeling this, okay? So a dark and complex card. The 3 of Swords is rarely a welcome sight. Its wrath may come in the form of lies, betrayal, cheating, or heartbreak. These will be emotional entanglement and confusion. Do not try to make any decisions while you're in this state of mind. Wait for your heart and your spirit to mend. Alright, so if you're going through a bad breakup or a bad relationship, you know, wait until, you know, after your heart has healed before you make any major decisions. This is a very, very good advice, alright? So let's take a quick look at your final card, which is, this one's all about love, okay? So if these cards about the heartache don't really, it may not have anything to do with your love life, despite the fact that Valentine's Day is right around the corner. It could have to do with someone else in your life who's feeling that. So let's take a look at the 2 of Wands. Here it is. 2 of Wands. Alright, so this one is all about determination and direction. With the 2 of Wands, it's clear that you're on your way to success. You've focused on your goal and you have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the suit of wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically toward yourself. What is the quality and tone of your thoughts? Mostly positive or negative? How well do you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dreams? All right, so basically what this is saying in my book is that sometimes you get caught up and you forget to take care of yourself, okay? And sometimes self-sabotage doesn't really feel like you're sabotaging yourself, but sometimes you are. Sometimes you can be your own saboteur, so to speak. But I mean, this card typically means love. It has to do with love, all right? But you're definitely determined to get somewhere. You're trying really hard to make it. So let's take a quick look at we got so many swords here. Let's do the Oracle deck instead of the manifestations. So this is my handmade deck. It's got a lot of different cards in it. It's got some that are like Oracle cards. Alright, so for your first one, where it shows somebody's hiding something from you. Something could be something major, could be something minor. If you're not holding something back from someone, someone may be doing this to you. And the card that goes with this is called Time to Bloom, Unawakened. So maybe someone is keeping something from you, or maybe you're keeping something from yourself. Alright, so don't let the truth elude you. Alright, and so for the Mother of Swords, we've got haters. Haters, okay? So this particular card, it was kind of rough around the edges. Somebody's got their feathers ruffled is what I was getting out of this card. But let's see what it says whenever you're dealing with haters. So on all my cards, if I can, I like to put a problem. Like usually the first card's going to give you your problem, and then a solution. All right. So this hater card on the front, it says you got haters, but I'm really I don't really like emanating on the negative. So on the back, I write, what do we do about haters? Okay. And this is from my narcissist deck. This idea of how to make these cards come from my narcissist deck. So it says negative, number one, negative people. These are what haters are. Number two, they're rooting for you to fail. Number three, they're jealous at heart. Number four, they're resentful. They might resent you for your success. Number five, more success equals more haters. And who doesn't know that that is true? Okay? So number six, they try to drag you down to make themselves feel better. All right, this is just not acceptable. Number seven is bullies. All right, so don't let any of your haters drag you down. Don't let their negative connotations destroy your self-image. Okay. All right, and then we got the heartache card. And for this one, we've got break free from codependency. All right, so like I said, swords are Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. So this may not be you, Leo, that's feeling this. It may just, if it is you that feels codependent, the best way to break free from codependency is to do what you want to do. Follow your heart, and whatever it is that, you know, is most important for your future, okay? And that's okay to put yourself first. Even if you have kiddos, and even if you have a husband, and even if you have college and you're too busy with work, it's important to, you know, buy yourself one of those books that, you know, Oprah's always talking about, like these manifestation books, or, you know, even if you don't really believe in manifesting, it's going to help you decide what you want to do in your life, what's truly going to make your spirit happy. All right, watch out for impulsive decisions. All right, so next to the Two of Wands, it says, watch out for impulsive decisions. And this Two of Wands was all about, you know, going after what it is that you want. Determination, direction. With the Two of Wands, it's clear that you're on your way to success. All right, but don't be foolish. If someone calls you on the internet, even if it's someone you know, or maybe it's just someone you think that you know, and it could be somebody who's pretending to be like someone that you know. I recently had some friends delete their whole accounts just because, you know, their friends got hacked. And it's scary that people get hacked all the time, but they do. And so, you know, you just want to keep a close eye on, if it sounds too good to be true, don't do it. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Not maybe it is, not probably, but definitely. If it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true, okay? So just be careful for false sense of security. That's what we're gonna, you know what, this is just getting to me. All right, we're gonna pull some more cards. Let me see. What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about this? This is just not acceptable. All right, so this is my Hermetic deck, and this is based on Hermetics, which is basically just, you know, what the world was made, you know, it's like the vibrations of the earth and how they affect us. Balance, everything's balanced, everything's just so. Okay, so for your first card, someone's hiding something from you. You're unawakened. Give me more. Tell me what we're unawakened. Okay. Well, I guess those cards weren't part of the solution. Hold on. I really need my cards. Right on. Hang in there. My chair just doesn't want me to get right there. Okay. So. Oh my goodness. The wind. Alright, I failed to move some junk away from my house, and it is beating up against the side of the trailer. Y'all don't freak out. It's just a little windy out there. We've got some bad weather moving in. And okay, so unawakened, someone's keeping something from you, or you are keeping something from someone. Law of identification. With your will, you can become anything. All right, so maybe there's something in you that's unawakened is just as simple as something that you were meant to do, but you haven't identified with it yet. All right, so then we've got the Mother of Swords, and they're associated with some amount of haters. All right, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Uh-oh, look, I found a card right here. Those are kind of important. Okay. contagion. All right, you know what contagion is. Hate is contagious, right? Everything that you can... Hold on a sec, hold on. Everything that you come in contact with has a magical link with you. All right, so basically, this has to do with, you know, I mean, immediately I think of contagions because of the pandemic, but really this is more about vibration, because as soon as your vibes come in contact with another person's vibes, especially if you're very similar vibing people, you're going to start resonating higher because you're around other high vibing people. All right, so it's not only are viruses contagious, of course, so is positivity. All right, so here we go. Broken heart, codependent. So if this isn't you that's having this broken heart, somebody that you love or know is trying to break free from codependency. All right, and your Hermetic card is the Law of the Wise. Okay, so the wise man doesn't ever act like he knows everything. Even if a very foolish person is giving him advice, he is going to listen, and he's going to take in that man's advice or woman and learn from it, because, you know, that's just part of being wise, is you don't automatically assume to know everything, because you can't learn anything if you're too busy criticizing and not listening. Okay, so then the Two of Wands, this is all about determination, getting where you want to be, and it says watch out for impulsive decisions. So even though you really, really want to be successful, and you want your business to be successful, you want your goals to be successful, the law of gender, all right, principle of gender, gives and receives. Based on the principle of polarity, everything has masculine and feminine. Nothing is one except the all. All right, so this has to do with, I mean, immediately when I first read this, I thought it had to do with the male version and the female version of what's expected of us. You know, if you're the mother, then, you know, you're expected to stay home, the traditional way of thinking. But things have changed so much that, you know, it's hard for two people to both stay home anymore. It's almost guaranteed that, you know, things aren't going to be in the traditional fashion anymore. And things aren't going to turn out the way that, you know, maybe they have for the past 100 years. Things are changing because everything is changing. All right? So whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, maybe your gender roles are slowing you down. Your gender roles might be keeping you tied down to old way of thinking. But, you know, whether or not you're a traditionalist or you don't want to be stuck in the traditional, you know, just follow your heart. Whatever you feel is right, you know. But most definitely, I feel like no matter what gender roles that you are in, fair balance is the most important thing. Okay? Alright, so I hope this has cleared something up for you, maybe. Happy Valentine's Day. If you are, you know, struggling with any of this, please be sure to meditate and think positive thoughts, and good things will come. Alright, Leo, thanks so much. Subscribe, and be sure to like, subscribe, and, you know, share my video, especially if it helped you. Alright, y'all come back now, you hear?